Never discuss these 10 subjects and be like a Stoic. Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine steering the ship of your life with this wisdom, where your words are both your strongest shield and a potential source of vulnerability. In today's journey, we delve into the Stoic art of strategic silence, a realm where the unspoken holds immense power. I will unveil 10 subjects that demand your careful navigation as a contemporary Stoic. These are the topics that can significantly shape your life's journey, for better or for worse. In a world where words often reign supreme, let us discover how your measured silence can be your fortress, both unyielding and dignified. In the tranquil sanctuary of Stoic contemplation, let us embark on a journey of introspective discovery. The silent ambitions that propel you. Within the heart of every man lie unspoken dreams and hushed yearnings, akin to hidden treasures waiting to be unearthed. Recall a moment when a modest delight or a secret goal quickened your heartbeat. It could be the guitar in the corner, its strings silent yet echoing with potential, yearning for the dance of your fingers. Or perhaps it's the serene bliss of a down jog where you find harmony and solitude before the day awakens. These quiet sparks, often eclipsed by the relentless passive daily life, are the subtle yet powerful forces that fuel your inner fire. There's an innate tendency to vocalize these dreams, to share them in hopes of affirming their reality. However, tread lightly. Expressing them prematurely may expose them to the harsh light of others' judgments or misinterpretations. The beauty of strumming a soulful melody or finding solace in the rhythmic growth of a garden may not resonate with everyone. In the Stoic philosophy, there is profound wisdom in the art of self-restraint. Cradle these goals close to your heart. They are your personal seeds to cultivate in the serene gardens of your soul. In due time, they will blossom, not as faint murmurs lost in the wind, but as robust manifestations of your determination. Allow these silent dreams to guide you, revealing themselves only when they have matured, ready to stand resilient amidst the cacophony of the external world. In this way, we embrace the Stoic virtue of silent perseverance, nurturing our deepest aspirations until they are ready to emerge, not just as dreams, but as integral parts of our very essence, your deficiencies and points of weakness. In the realm of human experience, every individual, regardless of their stature or achievements, grapples with their own internal struggles and vulnerabilities. This universal truth is reminiscent of the legendary Achilles and his infamous heel, symbolizing that even the mightiest among us have their areas of susceptibility. These vulnerabilities, far from being mere flaws, are sacred aspects of our character, deserving of careful and discreet handling. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once profoundly stated, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." This wisdom highlights a crucial point. Our destiny is shaped not by our vulnerabilities themselves, but rather by our perception and management of them. To be vulnerable is an inherent part of the human condition. It signifies having faced and survived challenges, emerging with invaluable wisdom woven into our very essence. While it's important to recognize and acknowledge these vulnerabilities, they should not be carelessly exposed to the harsh and often distorting lens of public scrutiny. Our personal frailties are not trophies to be displayed for sympathy or validation. They are intimate challenges for us to confront, overcome, and integrate into the complex tapestry of our character. They should be guarded with the same reverence as one would protect the most sacred secrets. In dealing with our vulnerabilities with Stoic resilience, we cultivate a profound strength of character, akin to that seen in the greatest figures in history. In the quiet sanctuaries of our inner selves, we face our weaknesses not as an act of evasion, but as a strategic fortification. It is in these moments of solitude that our weaknesses can be transformed into stepping stones for personal growth and evolution. History offers us examples like Abraham Lincoln, whose private struggles with despair shaped his deep empathy and leadership. On the other hand, Julius Caesar's story serves as a cautionary tale, where misplaced trust in those close to him led to his downfall. These historical narratives underscore a key aspect of Stoicism: the wise recognition and management of our vulnerabilities. While modern society often encourages full disclosure of our lives, there is immense power in thoughtful restraint. Embracing our vulnerabilities and nurturing them privately is not an obligation to reveal them to the world. There is profound wisdom in keeping certain chapters of our life's story as sacred, shared only with a select few or perhaps kept entirely to ourselves. After all, there is a certain allure to mystique, and often, true strength lies in the pages of our life that we choose not to turn for others to see. The quiet wars you're engaging in the intricate tapestry of human existence, every man stands as a solitary island, harboring silent battles beneath a composed facade. These internal conflicts, reminiscent of the ocean's deep and uncharted waters, are shrouded in mystery and ripe for personal transformation. They serve as formidable adversaries that forge our spirit, molding our resolve with the precision of a skilled artisan. Through time, the sage words of Epictetus resonate: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound statement is not an encouragement for silence, but rather a call for wise discernment. It challenges us to traverse our inner turmoil with the same dignity and grace with which we confront the external world. In our contemporary age, there's a prevailing temptation to broadcast every minor scuffle of our daily existence, laying open our private battles for the world to see. However, not every skirmish warrants a public spectacle. Not every internal conflict requires external validation. There is an inherent sanctity in the silent struggle, in the deliberate choice of sharing the intricacies of our challenges selectively and thoughtfully. We find ourselves in an era where the boundaries between the private and the public realms are increasingly blurred, seduced by the enticing call of social media. While it seems commonplace to share every aspect of our lives, the discerning understand the value of strategic privacy. Cherish your silent battles. They are the forges of your inner strength, a personal testament to your resilience and bravery. As you journey through life, bear in mind that the true essence of courage is often invisible to the naked eye. The impact of your private struggles might not resonate with those who are not attuned to their depth. Not everyone is capable of grasping the complexity of your battles, and this is where the profound wisdom of Stoicism illuminates our path. It teaches us that the most significant transformations often occur in the secluded sanctuary of our souls, where the bravest warriors engage in their most crucial battles, enveloped in the serenity of solitude. Before we teach further into the enlightening realm of Part 4, I'd like to pause and express my heartfelt gratitude for your companionship on today's video. Your unique perspectives and personal stories are not just valuable, they are the lifeblood of our community, enriching our collective experience. To those who are joining us for the first time, a warm welcome. Please drop a comment saying "I'm new." Your presence is a vital step towards nurturing and expanding our Stoic sanctuary. Together, let's continue to grow and learn in this beautiful journey of wisdom and resilience, your individual accomplishments and fortunes. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Seneca. This Stoic wisdom resonates deeply when we consider our personal achievements and fortunes. In life, each success is a significant thread in the fabric of our character. Yet Stoicism teaches us the virtue of modest celebration. Why choose a whisper over a shout? It's the quiet confidence in knowing that our value isn't dependent on public acclaim. In sharing our successes, we should exercise discretion, not impulse. Our accomplishments hold their true weight within our soul, not in public recognition. Stoicism isn't about lessening joy, but about finding joy that isn't reliant on the unpredictable nature of public opinion. By quietly savoring our achievements, we build an inner fortress, immune to the ever-changing tides of societal praise and criticism. This approach is mirrored in the lives of many great individuals who knew that the most brilliant flames don't waver with every breeze. The story of Icarus isn't just a warning against arrogance, but also a metaphor for the downfall that can follow the relentless chase for external validation. Celebrate your victories, but keep the depth of your pride personal. This aligns with the Stoic belief that true contentment comes from within, and the most profound accolades are those we give ourselves in the quiet of our thoughts. Handling success in a Stoic way involves a fine balance between acknowledging your efforts and not letting them define you in others' eyes. This isn't about downplaying your achievements. It's about magnifying them through humility. In today's digital era, where every success is often broadcasted, there's a dignified rebellion in choosing restraint. Stoicism encourages a path where we internalize our achievements before even thinking of announcing them. The most sincere and lasting fulfillment comes from within, pure and unaffected, not requiring external validation to prove its worth. Therefore, when you reach a new height, take a moment. Let the achievement resonate, understand its true impact on your life. If you decide to share, do it purposefully, with those who appreciate the essence more than the spectacle. In this way, the tapestry of your life's work retains its integrity, woven from threads of authentic achievement that don't need external validation to be seen as valuable by the most important judge: yourself. Your upcoming objectives. In the Stoic journey of life, the path we tread towards our future holds as much significance as the destination itself. This ancient philosophy teaches us the value of treading this path with a quiet determination. Think of your future goals as delicate seeds. These seeds require the nurturing darkness of soil to sprout, shielded from the external world's glaring light. Revealing these aspirations prematurely is akin to exposing these seeds to harsh, unforgiving elements, risking their potential and exposing them to the damaging forces of doubt and external critique. Envision your future endeavors as calculated maneuvers in an intricate game of chess. Disclosing your strategy prematurely can weaken your position, allowing adversaries to predict and counter your moves. In this context, silence is a strategic ally, safeguarding the strength of your plans until they are formidable enough to withstand external challenges and scrutiny. There is a rhythm to this process, a time for sowing and a time for reaping. Between these phases lies a critical period of growth, often flourishing best in the quietude of discretion. This period of silent nurturing is crucial. Allow your plans to evolve naturally, maturing into the impactful outcomes they are destined to be. Silence here is not emptiness, but a reservoir of potential, biding its time to transform into tangible success. In today's world where sharing and visibility are the norms, the art of keeping your strategies concealed is a masterful tactic. Picture a Stoic chess player, deeply engrossed in the game, his next move hidden, his strategies undisclosed, yet his focus unwaveringly fixed on the ultimate goal. His strength emanates from the unseen, the unspoken plans devised in the quiet corners of his mind. Consider Howard Hughes, the legendary aviator and businessman who mastered the art of secrecy. His projects, veiled in mystery, unfolded on his terms, disconcerting rivals and captivating the public. This strategic concealment allowed him to navigate the unpredictable realms of aviation and business with unparalleled freedom. Hughes' legacy underscores the power of silence, demonstrating how, in its absence, our plans can mature into their fullest, most potent form. Embracing this Stoic principle creates a protective space around your ambitions, shielding them from premature judgment and external influences. It aligns with Seneca's wisdom of knowing your destination and utilizing fate's winds to your benefit. Revealing your path too soon can leave you vulnerable to every shifting current. As you carve your path forward, remember that Stoicism endorses a considered reticence. It's not about secrecy for its own sake, but about exercising strategic control over what information you release. In a culture that often undervalues privacy, there's a profound understated strength in cultivating your ambitions quietly. When the time comes to unveil your achievements, they are not just announcements but the culmination of a well-executed plan, each step taken with deliberate intent and foresight. The doubting whispers. In the secluded alcoves of our minds where the subtle whispers of self-doubt meander and echo, it's worth pausing to ponder their true intent. These murmurs questioning our capabilities and fearing failure might not be mere nags of negativity, but rather unrecognized allies nudging us towards a deeper self-awareness. It's a common human inclination to vocalize these doubts, seeking external validation, but perhaps in the reflective corridors of Stoic philosophy, we uncover a more profound truth. Silence in this context isn't just an absence of noise, but a powerful response, a testament to inner strength and contemplation. Navigating the choppy seas of self-doubt requires a unique kind of bravery. Engaging with these doubts in the quiet, contemplative battleground of our minds can transform them into catalysts for personal growth. In an era where our fleeting thoughts are often impulsively broadcasted, there lies immense power in introspection and cherishing solitude. Facing these internal adversaries in solitary combat, where the self acts as both the battlefield and the peacemaker, is perhaps the truest act of courage. By addressing and mending our inner vulnerabilities in solitude, we're not just patching up weaknesses, we're equipping ourselves for a more victorious journey ahead. This triumph comes not in spite of our doubts, but because of the invaluable wisdom we gain in confronting and overcoming them. For the modern man, caught in the relentless pace of life, these lessons are vital. Embracing solitude, reflecting inwardly, and viewing self-doubt not as an enemy but as a stepping stone to greater self-awareness and resilience can profoundly transform how we navigate our daily lives. This Stoic approach encourages us to find strength in silence, to seek growth in introspection, and to understand that our greatest battles and victories lie within. Have you ever noticed how those moments of self-doubt, which we all face, can actually become stepping stones to personal growth? I'm curious to hear about your experiences in turning these moments of uncertainty into opportunities for self-discovery and development. Stoicism teaches us that confronting our inner doubts can lead to a deeper self-understanding. Do you find this to be true in your own life? I'd love for you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's explore this journey together. Thank you for being a part of our community. Your individual development. In the realm of personal development, the metaphor of a sculptor meticulously chiseling away at marble to reveal a hidden masterpiece poignantly illustrates the essence of self-growth. This process, akin to an artist's silent and intimate communion with their medium, symbolizes the gradual and often unseen transformation of character. Each private triumph and internal lesson is akin to the sculptor's careful removal of excess, shaping the individual away from the scrutinizing eyes of the public. This journey of self-evolution is reminiscent of Michelangelo's creation of David, where the true essence is liberated from the confines of stone in a solitary act of revelation, far removed from the spectacle of the crowd. Echoing Seneca's profound insight to continually learn the art of living, personal growth is framed as a journey of private recognition rather than public declaration. Authentic self-improvement, according to Stoic philosophy, is forget in the quietude of introspection. It's a path where internal validation is held in higher regard than external applause, recognizing that the true barometer of progress lies in our own perceptions and self-improvement within the peaceful sanctuary of our minds. In today's digital age, where life often unfolds as a public exhibition, the temptation to document and share every thought and achievement is ever present. However, it's crucial to reflect, are these expressions for the sake of external validation or genuine connection? Drawing from the Stoic perspective, as Marcus Aurelius mused on personal transformation and public opinion, it becomes clear that personal evolution is an intimate affair. The myriad opinions of the world, while abundant, are insignificant compared to the authenticity of one's own journey. Navigating the personal odyssey in silence often yields greater impact than the act of broadcasting each turn and twist. Let the deeds and outcomes, the very embodiment of your evolved self, speak volumes more than any public declaration. Like a silent vessel charting its course across the vast ocean, it is the destination, not the fanfare of the voyage, that holds true significancy. Your transformation, the sculpture within, does not require the constant glare of the spotlight to affirm its value. Your individual complaints. In a world increasingly captivated by the spectacle of grievances, the Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing and powerful counterpoint. It teaches us that true strength lies not in the absence of disturbance, but in mastering it. This is eloquently encapsulated in the words of Epictetus: "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things." Consider the profound liberation that comes from viewing irritations as mere shadows, dissipating under the scrutiny of our inner light. When we introspectively assess whether a grievance truly merits our energy, we often find it insignificant. This discernment, distinguishing between battles worth engaging in and those that are mere reflections of our pride or fear, is a crucial skill. Navigating life's daily annoyances, we can learn from the Stoic approach to remain steady and unswayed, embodying quiet resilience. This is the hallmark of a man who not only controls his reactions, but commands his inner peace. Stoicism encourages us to confront our grievances with intention, rather than turning them into public spectacles. The historical feud between Edison and Tesla serves as a poignant example. Their rivalry, steeped in grievances, spilled publicly, resulting in a legacy overshadowed by bitterness and missed opportunities for collaborative innovation. In contrast, Stoicism advises us to address issues internally, understanding their roots and responding with wisdom rather than impulsiveness. When faced with annoyance, instead of reacting impulsively, we should pause and reflect. We must ask ourselves whether expressing this grievance will change the situation or simply fuel discord. Embracing silence is not a passive surrender but a strategic choice, reflecting the power of self-control and the ensuing tranquility. This is the essence of Stoicism, finding strength not in loud confrontations but in the quiet resolve to rise above, demonstrating true mastery over oneself. The calm rise and fall of your feelings. Imagine the grandeur of an ancient oak tree, steadfastly enduring the changing seasons. Its roots, deeply embedded in the earth, symbolize resilience and stability. Similarly, our emotions, rich and deeply personal, are akin to the oak's ever-changing seasons. They don't always need to be displayed like autumn leaves caught in a gust, visible for all to see. There's a profound strength in silently acknowledging your feelings, giving them the space to naturally unfold and evolve. In today's world, where overt expression is often celebrated, Stoicism invites us to a different path, one of introspection and controlled revelation. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who channeled his deepest emotions into the private pages of his meditations. His writings, initially meant for his eyes only, teach us the value of pausing and inwardly processing our emotions before sharing them with the world. How often in our fast-paced lives do we pause to truly understand our emotions before expressing them? Stoicism teaches us to honor the depth of our feelings by first becoming intimately acquainted with them. In our current society, there's a tendency to hastily broadcast reactions, to be the most vocal in the room. However, isn't there profound wisdom in the calm that follows a storm? In those moments where we sit with our emotions, allowing them to integrate fully into our being. This approach is not about detaching from our emotions, but engaging with them more thoughtfully. Stoicism isn't about indifference, but about discernment. Not every emotional wave needs to make a grand spectacle upon the shores of public discourse. Some waves are better left to gently recede into the ocean of our inner world, providing us with the clarity and solitude necessary for navigating our emotional landscape. Therefore, when emotions swell like the tide, consider allowing them the freedom to rise and fall within the sanctuary of your mind. These experiences are your personal journey through life's ever-changing tapestry. Not every chapter of this voyage needs an audience. Some chapters find their true worth when traversed in the quiet company of your soul, to be shared only when you feel it's appropriate. The allure of excessive comfort. The temptation of comfort, that enticing whisper urging us to stay within the familiar confines of our daily routines, is undeniably strong. Yet there lies a deeper, more meaningful strength in stepping out of these boundaries. in seeking the transformative heat of life's forge rather than the cozy warmth of the hearth. This less celebrated path is often the one that leads to true transformation. Think about the quiet courage involved in embracing the discomfort of a cold shower, the discipline required for a pre-dawn run, or the simplicity of a frugal meal. In these instances, the urge to broadcast our endeavors can be overwhelming. The allure of social media, the anticipation of public admiration. However, Stoicism teaches us the importance of discretion, the merit in letting our actions resonate within us, rather than seeking external validation. When faced with the choice between comfort and challenge, remember that your most significant progress often occurs in solitude. Following in the footsteps of the Stoics, we discover authenticity, not in external praise, but in the quiet acknowledgement of our inner strength. As Marcus Aurelius might suggest, focus on actions that foster progress, not those meant for display. History presents figures like Alexander the Great, who, amidst his empire and wealth, chose the Spartan life of a soldier over the luxury of a monarch. His decision to sleep on the hard ground and share his soldiers' meals was a personal testament to character, a deliberate defiance of the allure of excess. This historical example isn't a call to asceticism, but a reminder that in our modern lives, we too are surrounded by our own empires of comfort. The ease of modern luxuries poses its own test of character. These comforts could easily lead us into a state of complacency, but it is through our private, uncelebrated challenges that we truly strengthen ourselves. These quiet victories are not for public display. They are milestones in the narrative of our soul. As the world rushes towards indulgence, let us find honor in the unseen, in the small acts of resistance we practice every day. Embrace moments of simplicity, of deliberate discomfort. It is in these choices, these self-imposed hardships, that we often experience the most significant growth. Remember, the most impactful transformations are not marked by public acclaim, but are shaped in the silent, steadfast moments of our everyday lives. As we conclude our exploration of the Never Discuss These 10 subjects and Be Like a Stoic, I invite you to reflect on how these principles can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy to be studied. It's a practical guide for living with resilience, serenity, and wisdom. How will you apply these teachings to navigate the complexities of your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey towards personal growth and happiness is as important to us as it is to you. Let's keep the conversation going and continue to support each other in our Stoic journey. Remember, every step you take in applying these Stoic principles brings you closer to a life of fulfillment and inner peace. Thank you for being a part of our community, and until our next video, stay stoic and thrive in your journey.